Yeah, I just realized that once I looked at the site. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is the Unpredictables Podcast Show. I'm your host, Jay Reaper, live from Kansas City, and this is your co-host,
Mr. Versace.
Mr. Versace, in the motherfucking building. Your boy B Fish is not here today. Maybe he'll show up. No, let me check one more time. All right, just making sure he wasn't sitting in the lobby. But no, man, I just checked. I realized it was the wrong site, so
Yeah.
I'll get that fixed up a little bit later. Well, let me do this right here. Get us a background going. There we go. Got the background going. So, Mr. Versace, how you feeling today?
Feeling good.
Feeling good, Mr. Good. You wanna? Today's video is brought to you by uh, D&B Creations. No, yeah, D&B Creations. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And speaking of D&B Creations, Mr. Versace himself is wearing some apparel from D&B Creations. I'm gonna
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Be sure to hit him up to get your own
High quality custom shirt.
high quality. All right. So today, episode 18, it is on. Speaking of it is on, for those that don't know, I'm live from Kansas City, Missouri. I'm traveling here. I'm gonna go hit the gun range tomorrow. I like to shoot in every state I'm in. We went to go stop by a jazz lounge called Jazz. This is called Jazz, a Louisiana kitchen, right? So a place called Jazz, you would seem to hear what there?
Jazz music.
Jazz music. When we showed up, we're asking them, hey, now the food looked amazing. We're sitting there talking to them. We asked them, all right, so what are they coming to perform? Oh, we don't perform on Mondays.
What?
I said, when do y'all perform? She said, oh no, I think it's every other day. Now, granted, this woman's been working there for several years.
My man said, I think.
She said, I think.
I
said,
think.
You're a jazz spot. And you think.
And you think.
She just knows that they don't perform on Mondays.
So you're not a jazz spot.
No. So look here. I don't mind if jazz is not playing live, but the background music.
I'm about to say, did they at least have jazz playing in the background?
No, they have Michael Jackson. I'm not talking about Michael. I'm talking about old school Jackson 5 with the high boys. Bro, I was like,
stop. Just stop. Did you ask anybody why they call a jazz establishment?
No, it's called Jazz. That's it. It's called Jazz.
Oh, not jazz something.
No, it's called Jazz, and then it's I think they call it a subtitle, a Louisiana kitchen. So it's called Jazz.
Subtitle. Make sure I'm awake. Hold up.
Yes.
I'm gonna wake myself up real quick.
Yeah, you may be alone.
Make sure I'm hearing you right. You visit an establishment titled Jazz.
Yes.
Maybe it was JAS.
Negative, sir.
JA with one
Juliet
Z.
Alpha, Zulu. 2 Z's.
And you go there.
Mm-hmm.
Not only do they not have a live jazz band or a live jazz musician, they're not even playing jazz music.
No,
sir, they at least have jazz musicians' pictures on the wall.
Oh no! you know what I look like on the inside? I got pictures right here. You know what Razzoos look like?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
So what the heck? You know what? I'm stopped. So why not just call it Creole? The Creole.
You know what? They had some amazing Creole though.
So they should have changed the name to the Creole.
Man, I had some amazing calamari. Oh, I had seafood fettuccine alfredo. That was amazing.
That sounds good.
They had like boudin balls. They had like, you could tell it was a Cajun Creole place before it be called Jazz.
Yeah, they need to change the name. So they need to remarket that.
Terrible marketing. Terrible marketing.
Horrible.
They've got 5 of them in the United States. One of them is actually in Lubbock, Texas.
Wow.
Yeah, but the food's amazing. Look, I'm not gonna, because I'm eating right now. I'm eating some beignets. They're amazing.
Wow.
So the place is good. It's just I went there looking for jazz and I got some good food.
At least you weren't disappointed with the food.
Yeah, the food made up for it because it was pretty good. It was pretty good. Got some leftovers, so
What was the prices like?
um, appetizers range anywhere from about $8 to about $14, and
So,
then for all their fettuccine alfredos and meals, you have the full plates. They're like $19. The half plates are like $14.
so like a pappardelle-ish, no, like a Chili's-ish type, yeah, price.
Yeah, maybe a little bit pricier than Chili's, but
So between pappardelles and Chili's, okay, not bad.
yeah.
Not more than
Oh,
pappardelle.
you're coming up here, so that'd be a place for you to go if you want to go. It was actually pretty good. Pretty good.
Is it in the? I'm gonna be in the downtown area.
Yes, it is. It is down. It is downtown
Okay.
because when we pulled up on it, we was like, "Oh shit!" But now they had this strip downtown. But no, it's in the downtown area.
I'm staying at the Westin, so
Which one?
somewhere downtown.
Oh wow, okay. We're staying at the West. You know, if we were staying at the same one.
I'll tell you in a second when we get off the line.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that.
Yeah, let's not put
Yeah.
locations up on there. So, okay.
Well, I got a black tidbit for today.
All right. What's your tidbit for today?
So, believe it or not, the first African American to manufacture
You good?
automobiles.
Okay.
So there was an African American owned automobile manufacturing company.
No.
Yes.
No.
It was founded by Frederick and Richard Patterson. So Frederick Patterson is the son of Charles Richard Patterson, and they co-founded a business called C.R. Patterson and Son Company.
Okay. You know I'm looking it up because I want
right.
that.
Eventually, they bought out a 20-year-old partner by the name of J.P. Lowe, who was a white man.
Okay.
So it was co-owned. And then they bought out the white man, which made it black-owned now. So after Frederick's father died, who was Charles, he developed Patterson Greenfield car and was in direct competition with the one and only Henry Ford and the Model T.
No.
Yes. But he later converted his business into the Greenfield Bus Body Company. So my intelligence leads me to believe that at that time of Henry Ford and the Model T, you had a lot of white workers that worked for Henry Ford. And if this black man was in direct competition with Henry Ford, they probably gave him two options: shut down or sell something else. And that's why he went to selling buses.
Man.
That's just because I can't see him being in direct competition
Yeah,
with
it's
the
like
number one selling car at the time, the Model T, and just say, you know what, hell with this, I'm just gonna go make some buses.
it's like Apple and Samsung, and let's say Apple gets the best Samsung. You know what? You guys are the best. We're gonna focus on laptops. Like, what the fuck? Doesn't make no sense.
Exactly. So
It makes no sense.
My intellectual savviness just leads me to believe he was forced to take the bus route.
That is crazy, man.
Yeah.
Because I'm sitting there looking at it. They said he was the wealthiest man in Ohio, black or white.
Wow.
Man.
Wow. Yeah.
They said he sold it for $850.
Wow.
His first automobile called the Rhode Island 1915, and it sold for $850.
Wow.
I wonder how much that'd be worth now. I wonder if there's any, they have them old Model Ts and stuff like that. I wonder if any of his vehicles are like mint condition or can be remade.
Let's go look at that. I'm gonna go try to find. Now I'm on the search to find one of those.
That you talking about? That would be man.
Yeah. That's
CR Pass.
That's some homework for me to do.
The homework assignment because I definitely would like to hear that. It said the first and only African American automobiles company.
Yep.
That's crazy. C.R. Patterson and Sons.
So that goes to show you.
Why only? See, but this goes by what me and you were talking to prior to the show starting. Like, I'm sitting in um, Kansas City,
Right.
and they have Brap. Hey, what's up? Now, what's up? Hold on. Yeah, someone respond on which I'm just.
I always forget to look at the chat. That's
Yeah,
right.
you gotta look at the chat.
I never look at the chat.
So it's a new user, so just want to make sure I show him love. Appreciate that new op. Splatter Brap in here. All right. What's up, man? What's my rap name? I don't know what your rap name is, man.
He said that's my rap name.
Got you. Got you. That's my all right, Splatter Brap. Okay. But like I'm in Kansas City right now, and we talked about just recently. They have the Negro Leagues museum up here, but then on the flip side, like, why is it not there? Same as the automobile. Like, why could that be done again? Could someone make a new automobile? Because realistically, think about it, the automobile industry isn't like one of those industries that, like, now you got some of those heavy hitters like Ford and stuff like that been around forever, but you have about, I would say, 4 companies that started within the last decade. So it is possible. Thoughts?
It is possible, but I think that, like, right now, because there's so many automobile manufacturers, like, worldwide, internationally.
Yeah.
The only way I think that black-owned automobile manufacturing would be successful is if he was able to make sure that his people bought from him. I'm gonna give you an example. Like, you very rarely will see an Asian driving an American-made car.
They stay true.
I think I might have seen like maybe 2 in the last 20 years.
They play for the home team.
They play for the home team. Yeah. And that's what we need to start. I mean, we pushed it before, buy black, but we only pushed that narrative and follow that for like a couple of months, and then we go right back into our regular rut.
Because it's not as nice as all the other. Yeah. I think supply and demand may also be play a part, because I'm just be honest, like, people will come out with stuff, but it won't be as to the level of quality or as to like put out a good product and people want to buy it, and I'll roll with it. That's why I told you was last week. Said Kanye was full of shit when he made that statement. Well, people buying foreigns. Hold on, they need to spend their money on land. I said, you hypocritical ass. Really? Yeah, we need to buy land. I get it, but just as much as you calling out all these foreigners, you in bed with them.
Yep.
You do the same thing they doing. Exploiting us for $300-$400 pair of tennis shoes.
Yep.
So now I ain't with that. So teach his own. That's, man, you blew my mind with that. I wasn't expecting to hear that one, because we was as you know, we're in the process of trying to purchase another vehicle.
Right.
I'm not going to send that brand to get that brand publicity, but let's just say it's an electric vehicle.
Right.
And man, I would pay extra couple grand for that. I would, to have a vehicle that's made by a brother. Okay.
Yep. So what you got? What else you got?
All right. So I think that rolled right into. I wanted to mention something about what we were talking about on offline about as far as us creating something. We touched on it. I think we've almost touched on like 3 or 4 episodes about us coming together and doing something. But what does that look like in the form of what? Because me and you and B Fish can sit there and talk all day till we blow in the face about, this is what we need to do. But I alluded to getting some type of celebrity buy-in or getting someone to say, okay, I'm with that. So.
Yeah, we got some crazy stuff going on.
You got crazy stuff going on?
No, if you look in the chat.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right.
Buy-in. That's the whole key. Buy-in. I mean, like, if we go back in history, everything that they're doing, we've done. Like, and I believe that we've done them first, and then the European man decided to just take it as his own.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I really believe that we've been down that road, and for some reason, a lot of us are afraid to go back down.
I was about to say fear.
Yeah.
Is it fear?
It's fear.
Are we scared
I think that's what it was.
go down that road, and then now get punched in the face like, that ain't gonna work.
Right. And I think the fear is because of the thing that you and I were talking about offline, issues like that, situations such as that crab mentality is still alive and prevalent. And as long as that's still our ideals, or some of us still have those ideals, it's going to hold us back. We will never be able to overcome because of people with that crab mentality.
Okay. Yeah.
That's happening even at the youth level. We're
really?
breeding that crab mentality into
Yeah, we are.
And I say we, our culture.
Yes, I agree with you.
Yeah.
All right, my morning brew. The stocks keep falling, man. It's going down and down and down. Like I tell you, you want to buy some stocks, buy them now. Bitcoin's down another 34%. Dow down 13%. S&P down to 18%, and the Nasdaq's down 27%. What is up is oil by 49%. That's up.
Why?
Why? Why is the stock and oil
up?
Yeah,
why is oil that high? Okay, yeah, I'll let you answer the question.
No. Why is it high?
Yeah, why is it high?
Well, I don't know, because that's a lot. It's not like it's up 50%. 50%.
The reason why I asked why, because back in the late 90s or early 2000s, okay, let's say 9/11. I'm going to say 9/11. I'll go from there. I won't even go before 9/11. Right at 9/11, gas went up because they said the Iraq war, right? Yeah. The oil is coming from Iraq, the Middle Eastern countries. So oil prices have to go up, okay? Well, there's nothing going on in the Middle Eastern countries right now. It's in Ukraine and Russia.
No.
Ukraine and Russia, right?
Yep.
So why is oil going up higher than what it was during the Iraq war?
Good question.
And then check this out. Once the Iraq war was over, did the oil prices go back down? Did our gas prices go back down?
Nope.
No. They said, oh, these fools paying, we might as well just leave it there. And the same thing's going to happen now. As soon as this Ukraine war, Russian war is over, we still going to be paying $4 and some change a gallon. Because they said, oh, they paying it now?
Yeah. They may do. They were complaining, but they made a way.
Yep. And they're going to end up, the big oil owners are going to say, okay, our profits are still fat. Let's just leave it right there.
They're also speculating that the dollar and the euro could be reach parity. They said thanks to the surge of the U.S. dollar, the euro is failing. It's falling. They said for the first time since 2002, it can almost be where $1 get you €1. Which is funny because the U.S. dollar is weak in itself.
Yeah.
So, but it's still being the only trading currency of oil. That's what you get.
So check this out. I found a crude oil chart.
Okay.
1987, Persian Gulf War. Oil was $19. Closing price was $19. All right. The high that year was 22. Year later, it closed at $15.97. The high that year was 18. 89, 19. The high that year was 24. So we're going to jump all the way up to 1998. Oil goes back down to $14.
Mm-hmm.
The high was $17.93. Then all of a sudden, we get 9/11.
Yeah.
Oil goes to $30 a gallon. The high that year was 37,
Okay.
and it stays. 2002, I mean 2003, $31. 2004, $41. 2005, $56. And it's just steadily climbing
Hmm.
until 2009. It drops back down to 61, but it never made its way back down to $20. And then since 2009, it's been in the 90s. 2016, ironic, 2016, who was president?
Oh, Barack.
Yes, sir. It dropped down to 48.
No.
I mean 43. It was Barack.
Okay.
16.
No.
Oh no, it was
Trump.
Trump. It was Trump.
Yeah.
It dropped down to 43.
Okay.
And then it jumps back up again now.
Yeah, 2020. Yeah. He had 2016 to 2020. And,
So
yeah.
let's think about this.
Okay.
Let's think about this. All right. Oil companies, right? Last time I checked, there's no black owned. Let me double check. Let's do some research. How many black owned oil companies are there? I am a conspiracy theorist.
Oh.
Yeah. For those of you
Yeah. Oh, hold on. Hey, I know that we on the show, but T-shirt. What you just said, I would definitely buy that.
what did I just say?
I am a conspiracy theorist.
Oh, you would buy that? Gotcha.
Oh yes, think about how many people would buy that. Like
I got you.
those vibes. Like I am.
I am. Yeah. So there are only 4 black owned oil company owners.
I see that. Yeah.
All right. So now let's check this out. I own an oil company, right? Most of the European men like Donald Trump.
Yeah.
So hey, you know what? We're gonna make you look good, buddy.
Uh-huh.
We're gonna drop our oil prices. So we can say that while you were in office, you brought our gas prices down.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Now Biden's in office, all of a sudden,
Yeah.
gas prices back up again. Like,
But then
I
look,
don't get it. Like, you
but
said
you know
we
what's
have
funny?
our own oil reserve, right?
Yes.
We go down to Beaumont. I see oil refineries all over Beaumont, Galveston, all that whole area has. I mean, we just went down there last year to Beaumont.
Here's the question I have. Right? They said we have enough in our reserves. Like if we can go, I mean, they said years, right? So it's kind of like the person. I like to use my grandma for this comparison. Granny got over $100,000 in house. And that's no exaggeration.
Right.
I shouldn't be saying this, but most people don't know where she lives. But it's stacked and stored everywhere. And someone said, like, what are you saving for? Like, I get it, saving a little bit of money, but like, what are we saving all of this for? She had a response. You know, she lived through the Great Depression. So she makes sure this ain't going. So in America, why are we saving so much oil? Because when we really need it, like now and then back about what was that? Was about 4 or 5 years ago. Whenever we really needed it, we just keep jacking instead of saying, you know what, I'm gonna relieve some pressure and we're gonna use our own. No, it's always, well, prices gotta go up.
Right.
We're in a war. We're in the economic crisis. Like we have all these excuses to raise the price up. It's like, but we got the oil. It's not like we don't have it. So what are we really saving it for if we never use it? That we went through a whole recession. Went through a whole recession and didn't touch one barrel. So I'm like, what is it going to take for us to say, you know, yeah, I guess we'll use it?
Well, I got one better than that.
What's that?
If we have such an oil crisis, like the Europeans are worrying about now, we got to cut ourselves off from relying on Russia for all these resources, right?
Yeah.
So why doesn't the government do the same thing here? Right. The biggest thing that runs on gas in the United States are automobiles, right? We've already proven that electric automobiles work.
Yes.
So why not outlaw gas automobiles and force all the manufacturers to make electric vehicles?
all produced vehicles from 2022 on must be electronic.
Must be electric.
Or you know what? You ain't gotta make that drastic change. Say more than 50% of your inventory is to be electric powered,
Electric.
and
Exactly.
then by 2023 you have 60. Like you can progress to that, but like what you could now is just instantly say, you know what, from here on out, this is what we're doing. We're gonna
But they're
start at
not
like
going to.
60%, and that's what it's gonna be. And if you do it that way and strategically go up, it's very possible for that to happen.
Exactly. But they're not going to because, like I said before, most of your oil companies are owned by white men.
Yeah,
You're going to hurt their pockets,
don't
and
want
they
that to
don't want to
happen.
do that.
No, I don't want that
It's
to
an
happen.
easy fix. Like, it's
Yeah,
easy to fix. The only cars that would need to be gas operated or diesel would be your semis.
yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, the semis.
There's not enough
Uh,
batteries to power semis.
yeah, I'm like, the whole trailer be a damn battery fucking around with one of those. But I'm sure it's possible to happen though.
Oh, we have a visitor.
We have a visitor. Mr. B Fish is in the building. Mr. B Fish pulling a Mr. Versace today. He's
No,
he's
sir.
pulling a he's pulling a Versace today.
I had to go by McDonald's or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
I have basketball practice. What is your reason? I
June
have basketball
13th,
practice
man.
June
every
13th.
Thursday.
June 13th.
Yeah, what? Julie
Oh
said
yeah,
June
oh
13th.
yeah, June 13th. Yeah, that's
Okay.
so it's gonna be on point then. Look at he like Iverson practice,
Practice.
practice. We talking about practice.
Right.
Mhm.
All right, BB Fish. You came in. We're talking about. We started on the topic of. We're going over the stocks and talk about how oil went up 49%. Everything else, I'm talking about. When I say went down, I went down. Like the S&P is down 27%. The Dow
Right.
is down 13%. Bitcoin. You know, cryptocurrency. They were crazy about that.
No,
It's
they said
down.
Rick Ross made that go down.
Rick Ross did.
Yeah. They said that
Oh,
he told all the guys that do crypto, show us your money, show us what you made, and nobody flexed with it, and it went down after that.
Oh
oh
wow.
damn.
Yeah.
It's
It
down
was it was
30.
on it was on it was a joke on Twitter, but yeah, he did say that in one of his videos.
Man, it's down 34%. But the only thing that went up was oil. And it didn't go up 10%, 20%, 30%. It's up damn near 50%.
Right.
It's like,
Yeah, I mean, and
damn.
they said it round out town it's supposed to be about $6 by summer. $6 a gallon by summer.
Man, bruh.
Right.
Look, it's going to be a snapping point. It is going to be like, people going to lose their shit.
I mean, I think they already there.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. And then that led us to, what were we just talking about? My brain just
You
kind of,
guys were talking about who's profiting from this and why are they doing it? Why are
oh,
they not?
yeah.
Yeah, and I think y'all were mentioning gas powered vehicles versus electric vehicles, and
Yeah. All right, that's
yeah,
where we're at. Okay, yeah. Because also what I said in there is the euro is dropping. It said that for
yeah,
the first time since 2020, 2002, the euro and the dollar can be equal as one. You know, for every dollar
wow,
that's worth like I forgot how much euros, but what not. But yeah, it's just the end is coming. We did talk about that one too.
yeah,
And the end is coming. Um,
yeah. Dang.
ugly ass nephew has a crab mentality. Yeah, we have some interesting dudes in the chat today. They've been on 1 million.
What's going on?
I don't know. We have these guys from Twitch that's been going back and forth, saying some crazy stuff in the chat. So we just let them get it in. So oh yeah, and for your information, today's show is sponsored by D&B Creations.
Oh,
Yours truly.
It's true.
oh yeah, so we get to get some orange and some red jerseys. I'm with it.
Yeah, you get some
Well,
order.
look,
Whatever you want.
God created, Blasian made. I like it. I
Ah,
like it.
I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm with it.
Yeah,
That shirt's gonna be I am a conspiracy theorist.
I told him I want that shirt. I would definitely get that shirt.
The
I
UFO
am
gonna
a
come get you, man. You better not wear that.
They might come, you know they here.
Right, right. I think I've
They
seen a
been
couple of them in public.
I seen a couple
So
aliens.
it's like, how does it feel though to know that like the prediction of gas being $6.20 by summer is predicted by J.P. Morgan? Do the banks have a tie-in to the I know they do with the stocks and stuff like that, but what about the oil prices and things of that nature?
Their buddies told them we about to raise these
Yeah,
prices.
Right.
I,
I
yeah,
know that they all hang out because
they
a
all
lot of
band
these
together.
big companies that are around here, some of these same guys that own these big companies, they're on the boards.
I was just about to say
They're
they're
on
the
the boards of
boards.
these companies.
Yes,
Right. So
yes. Because like you, it would be. It's not rare to have, like, case in point when they were talking about the one of the board members of what's that Twitter. He sat on the board of 3 different other companies. I'm like, how do you have that much time? Like, these are billion-dollar companies, and you
right.
sit on multiple boards. I know to be a board member doesn't really take that much, but like, you would think it required enough of your time where you could be able to sit on multiple boards like
I
that.
guess it just depends on how often they have a session and do they vote
That's
on
true.
anything or if they're just stakeholders.
That's true. They just be
Yeah.
sitting on the
Yeah,
board
if you're
collecting the
just a
check.
stakeholder, all you worried about is the report.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
About the,
yeah.
Yeah.
Look at what the numbers at. What the numbers at?
Right.
Let me know what the numbers at. We roll with this.
but we can
Yeah.
fix this gas problem real easy.
How we fix the fast?
Everybody
Uh-oh.
stay
What?
their ass home.
No, they
Nobody
tried
go to
that.
work.
They tried that, and now a lot of these CEOs are saying that their businesses aren't productive because people aren't productive at home. They want them to come back in.
You know what I'm saying? To fix these gas prices, don't nobody go to work. Just stay your ass home.
Oh.
I can't go to work because I can't afford the gas.
Yeah. I
That's
don't
gonna
think
be.
that's gonna work.
That's gonna have a domino effect. Look
That
at.
that may,
Hey,
it could.
No,
It's,
think about it. What's gonna happen? What's the worst? If everybody said "fuck y'all," we
oh
stay
no.
home because
Oh,
gas
so hold
costs.
on. If it was unified, of course things would have to
Yeah,
happen. But like, if just one or two people trickle in
no,
there
no.
and that,
It had to be everybody.
like a union
Everybody
type
said
thing,
"fuck it."
like
dude.
basically the
That's
whole
just like
United States.
saying you said a union. That's just like saying don't cross the picket line. It happens, bro. Ain't nobody going. Everybody ain't gonna stay at home. Somebody gonna
Uh,
see it as an opportunity to get promoted. I'm going in. I'm
yo,
going
I've been
in.
trying to be a supervisor for like 3 years now.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm
Hey, you
this is
can't
my
trust
time.
Bob. You come in. I did. You know, they go, man.
Oh, it's a come on. It's a
That's
come
the
on
only.
season.
That's the only way gas prices go down. That's the only
It
way.
it make me wonder if people are really for real though, because I've seen both sides. I've seen some people say, you know, you need gas, so stop crying. Just buy gas and do what you got to do. And then some people are saying, hey, gas costs too much. I can't even afford to do this, that, and the other. So it's like, are people just trying to psych themselves up to think, I got it, I'm cool? When, like you said, when does it get to that point where you go, man, f this,
Enough's
I can't
enough.
do it no more? You know?
I got a feeling we're close. I got a feeling we're literally at the cups of that. I want to say, I think, I think that $5 mark is it.
How much is minimum wage?
They raising it to in a lot of places to like
It's too
$15 or
late.
something right now.
That's the problem with that. It's too late. It should have been that years ago.
Right.
Right
No,
now
but
with
what
the
is
inflation,
the federal government's minimum wage right now? What is?
I thought it was 15. Wasn't it?
I don't think that passed yet.
No, the federal government wage.
What by law? What is the minimum wage?
It says $7.25 per
It's
hour.
not up. Yeah, 15 hasn't passed yet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So let's go in the middle. Let's say if
Uh,
the average person makes $10 an hour, right? So
that's
$400
not
a
state.
week, and you gotta put in $100 just for gas.
Yeah, but minimum wage is made by
Right.
state though.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
In
federal.
Texas,
Texas is
Texas
Oh
was
yeah.
$7.25.
So basically, here's it. The federal law. They'll say this is the minimum, but states can choose to go up if they choose. So
Right.
Texas
Yeah.
720. Yeah,
They were
Texas,
directed.
Tennessee.
They were directed to change it January 30th to 2022 to $15 an hour.
It ain't
But I
happening.
think Texas is standing at 7.25.
So check this out. I got a list of all the states' minimum wages as of February of this year. Alabama 725. All the states are Kentucky 725, Louisiana 725,
All southern states.
Mississippi 725,
Southern state.
New Hampshire 725,
Oh wow.
North Carolina 725, South Carolina 725. Oklahoma. So yeah, the
What's New
trend
York,
here.
D.C., Philadelphia? What's Pennsylvania?
New York. New York is 1320.
What's Pennsylvania?
Oh,
Uh,
725.
Really?
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah, but Delaware is $10 and something. Delaware is sitting
That's
at
crazy.
$10.50.
Okay. Jersey.
Virginia's $11. Jersey is not listed, I don't believe, but Rhode Island is $12.25.
Okay.
Well, I take that back. New Jersey's $13, but they're ranked 45th.
Wow. So it's safe to say the average would be $10 an hour.
Oh, yeah.
The highest being California, but they probably got one of the higher costs of living
Yeah.
outside of New York. They're $15. They're 15.
Look, Minnesota think they slick. They said for companies whose gross more than $500,000 annually, it's 1033. But if your gross less than that, it's 842. So why is it the employers? I don't know if I get that one. If as a company, if you don't make more than $500,000, you don't have to pay your employees more than 1033.
Oh no!
Yeah, they got that backwards.
How many
Oh,
employees
Georgia.
would a company have that's not making that much money?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, you know what? Small businesses.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they would, you would think they would be willing to make that sacrifice because they would have a small amount of employees.
Yeah, you would. Look at Georgia. Georgia's the only pass backwards one. Georgia 725, $5.15 for employees not covered by the Fair Labor Standards Act. So they can pay somebody $5.15.
Wow. So what
I thought
employees aren't covered by the Fair Labor Standards Act?
I don't know. Wyoming does.
Undocumented immigrants.
Wyoming does the same thing.
Wow.
It said these states have a minimum of $5.15 for employers who are
I
not
would
covered
not
by.
even go to work for $5.
Yeah, $5.15, bro. I'm out of there.
Hey man, you'd be surprised. A lot of these people that don't have like the proper education or might have a record or something like that, they take those jobs because they think they can't do any, they can't get any better. And some of them
True.
become complacent. I know them because some of them they work where I work, and they we have a contractor company that works there. And some of them feel they don't make that amount. They make way more than that, but they feel like this is the best I can do, and they
Yeah.
accept that. You know, and some of them got like the women wise, they got like 2 or 3 kids, and they living off of that, man. And you be like, wow, like how they doing this, you know? But you can go to think it's the government assistance or maybe it's child support. You know, you never know. You can speculate, but somehow they making it happen and they cool with it. But they do without a lot of stuff too.
That's the key.
That is true.
You know, yeah, because like when a lot of it came to fold when COVID happened and schools and stuff locked down and they were at home. So a lot of those people didn't have internet for their kids to do homeschool.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
cell phones. You know, all kind of stuff they didn't have. The government subsidy, you know, gave it a little bit of a subsidy and helped along with that. But at the same time, there's a lot of people that's out here that's not living to the standard of what you see these, you know, people in the state politics and stuff that push these laws and won't promote this stuff in order to give people better wages, man.
And that's why I told you a couple of episodes ago when I talked to Brandy. It's not the fact that we need to make more money. We need to change how we live.
Right.
Because you have a lot of people that that live at the poverty level, but they happy as hell because they make let's look at good times. They made the best of what they had.
Yeah.
Right.
That was a prime example. That was a happy family. Happy family.
Yeah.
But it was true. But a lot of times they struggled when it came down to trying to find a job and trying to make themselves better or improve their living situation.
Right.
And so does that play when we talk about mental health and all that? Does that play, you know, with your psyche a little bit when you feel like you can't do better? So you have to accept it.
To me, it's, you know how they say make the most of what you have?
Right.
If you feel like what you have isn't good enough, then I think it is going to play into your mental psyche. But if you make the best out of what you have and say, look, despite of our situation, we're good as a family. You know, this is what we can do. And then I don't think it'll affect your psyche. But if you allow those things to get to you because somebody else has more than you, then it will affect you.
But I think that helped them. I think that helped them as well that you said that because they weren't caught up in a lot of social media and stuff like we are now. Also, their friends, whenever they came to visit, give or take the few 2 or 3 people, they treated them as equals. You know what I'm saying? They didn't really judge them on what they had or what apartment complex they pulled up to. They were just happy to be around each other.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That can play a big role in it too when you're not trying to keep up with the Joneses.
And that's the same for each of our households. If we don't have to make more money. None of the three of our households need to make more money.
Right.
We could be fine we could do even better than what we're doing if we took away some of the luxuries that we do have.
Some of the vices. Yeah, we all have vices.
Yeah, we all have. You know what I'm saying? I got plenty of them.
Be fish out of there.
I see all the paintings on that back wall back there.
That's why he turned his camera off. That's why he turned his camera off.
I try to climb back in my hole, man. Woo!
They talking about me. They talking about me.
It's been exposed. It's too late.
Oh no! What that virtual background? What is
exposed?
looking for that
Hold
button?
Hold on, you got some collectibles back there.
Yes,
like
I
like
see.
$1,000.
Hold on,
piece,
man.
you know?
We gonna go right there. We gonna get off the keyboard. Wait.
Hold on, you got.
Ah, boom. We have lost connection. Hey man, play the third sound. I'm gone.
But here's the
But
sad
you're right,
part,
man.
though.
You're right.
Like, yeah, even though we can go less without, but let's say a family like that, you're one financial crisis away from being homeless.
Yeah.
Hey man,
So,
real
yeah.
talk.
Yeah, they'll be happy until something actually happens.
Exactly.
Right.
And when that one financial, it can be something as minor as somebody gets sick.
But that's all of us. But that's
You know, yeah,
like
you right,
even us
yeah.
in our situation.
Yeah.
Like,
Look,
it's-
we ain't that far.
Yeah,
Ain't none of us that far.
No.
From one significant situation.
hell, it ain't even. It's even a six-figure nigga. Like
Yeah.
Emron.
Right.
Don't forget about Emron.
Oh
Them
yeah.
fools thought they were set.
Oh, they were.
Say they were throwing big parties and giving out big bonuses. Everybody, they was passing out stuff like Oprah. Now you get one.
was like,
You
oh,
get one.
That's a lot of money over here.
You know, that all came to a halt.
Did
Suicide.
Tycho was like that too, weren't they?
Tycho. Yep.
Tycho was having big
Oh,
parties
wow.
like that too.
I forgot about Tycho.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were wilding, dude. And he was like, golly, like they having this many parties and everybody getting $100,000 bonuses, and there's still a couple of companies doing it like that. That's some small companies too, though. Like I remember, I forgot what company it was, but they were giving like every employee like the same bonus that the CEO got, because they appreciated them because they had been there from like the ground up.
Oh, okay.
So that everybody got like thousands of dollars in the bonus. You know?
They started from the bottom, now they're there.
Right,
Okay.
right.
I ain't mad at that.
Nah. So to get have either of you considered purchasing a electric vehicle? Then
Yes.
how yeah. Okay.
But actually, no, we're in the process of actually starting that. Now, I probably won't be for like another 3 or 4 months, but yeah, that will probably be our next purchase.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now have you done research to the point where you feel like that's gonna really fit your lifestyle? I mean, I know they're putting out more of these electric stations, charging stations and stuff like that, but
Yeah.
but maintenance on those things is expensive, man.
Yeah. As far as the maintenance side of things, we haven't looked that too deep into it.
Okay.
We like the fact that not being governed by whatever this gas is going to do, and whether it be up, down, left, or right, and if just for whatever reason, if shit really, really hit the fan, we have a means to get around. 'Cause, I got a generator, about to get another one. So, I'm not even going to say the word prepper, but if shit did go down, I wouldn't even need gas to commute back and forth to do what
Bro,
I need to do.
as much as Texas keep talking about annexing itself and being its own country and this power grid and everything else, you just never know.
Look
We
out.
might be out in a bunker somewhere eating beanie weenies. You know what I'm saying?
I'm glad you said that. How about Puerto Rico and Texas swap?
All right, say again.
Puerto Rico and Texas swap.
Swap, like, make it make sense.
Like
Texas wants
Texas,
to secede, right?
yeah.
Let
And then
them-
Puerto Rico becomes a state.
And let Puerto Rico
Oh.
How long do you think Texas could sustain before they try to come back?
become a state.
I don't think Texas would. I don't.
Because they that arrogant? Like
Yeah,
just
yeah,
try to-
Yeah,
yes.
you're right.
Yes.
You're right.
yeah.
It would not happen. Look here, if
Yeah.
they succeed, There's no like
Yeah.
Texas is the type they would die before they would come back.
Speaking of that, how long do you think Texas could stand alone before somebody tries to attack Texas as a standalone? What kind of war can we find ourselves in with this? So especially when they trying to build walls and all this kind of stuff, they done pissed off a lot of people.
I don't think that they would succeed to that extent. I think they would do it. They'd probably look for the same deal that Puerto Rico has.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they would do it to that point where they don't vote. Only certain people pay taxes, and they run their own selves. But they still under the protection of the United States. That's how Puerto Rico is.
Right. I'm like, how long before the citizens of Texas overthrow Texas's government? Then after that, hey man, because they tired of some of these dudes, and when they can make their own laws, they may not ever get out of office.
You're right about that. It's a gun-toting state. Remember,
it depends. It depends on how sweet the deal is. If the deal is sweet, you got some people that may not understand them, but if there's benefits that directly result in us succeeding, I don't think the citizens would care much. Yeah, they wouldn't be part of the United States, but if they say, okay, here on out, we're doing, well, I already know based on people in charge, they're not going to do free school, but just say free gas or something ridiculous like that, where gas is reasonable, housing is reasonable, and all of the stuff. I don't know. I don't see, because if they did it, there have to be something to give the citizens. If not, it won't work.
How many? See that's crazy too. But then how many kids that are? So then would it be citizenship of Texas? Like how does that work? They got out of state tuition as far as like going to schools and stuff. If you're no longer a state, can our kids still say I want to go to Nebraska? I want to go to Iowa.
Like they would be studying abroad at that point.
Right? You know what I mean? That would be expensive.
Yeah, but then we keep everybody in Texas.
I don't know how I feel about that. Yeah, Texas. I mean, I've been here all my life, but at the same time, I feel like we still missing something.
Yeah, common sense.
Right. I need a bail over here.
I'm gonna go back to your Tesla question. That maintenance on that Tesla is cheap.
Nah, man, I've been hearing in some cases those batteries and stuff can costing upwards of like $16,000 to get a battery replacement.
Let's see here. They don't talk. Well, you talking about? On here they're talking about the general maintenance. So let me see what about a battery replacement.
And then the thing is this: for the battery replacement, is it under warranty like an engine would be? Like you got 5 years, 10 years, or some amount of hours?
Let's see.
That's a good question, but I've seen some on Instagram and Facebook where they've been driving and hit something in the road and damaged it that wasn't covered under warranty.
Oh.
I don't know how insurance works on the electric vehicles, but I know, like from what I'm looking at right here, it says the average Tesla battery costs between 13 and 14 grand.
So,
and I know some people have had to like pay that, like they've asked them to pay that out of pocket.
Batteries last up to 8 years.
That's a good time.
The basic bumper-to-bumper warranty only lasts 4 years or 50,000 miles, so you have to get the extended.
Okay.
It doesn't tell me how much the warranties cost, of course, because you know how that goes. That's negotiable.
I'm curious how much insurance is on an electric vehicle.
Oh yeah, let's look that up.
Yeah, that would be. I'm looking at Eric Filter because they're talking about here that a Tesla Model 3 will cost about $3,587 for maintenance and repairs during the first 10 years. This beats industry average of luxury sedans of $8,000.
That's pretty good.
Not bad.
That's not bad.
This says it should last at least 8 years, but ideally more. If anything happens within the first 8 years, Tesla has you covered. I don't know. We have to do some more research on that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm hearing seeing different things.
Oh man, I want that one though. So did y'all like a particular brand or?
I like Tesla Model X.
Well,
That's what I like.
So my thing was We did some research for the past 2 weeks. We watched multiple videos about which one's the best. I mean, like we put in hours of just research and then YouTube videos, of course, and found out we're probably gonna go with the Tesla 3
Okay.
because the Tesla 3 is like a little small sedan. We want one to be able to run here back and forth. And if we're gonna actually travel, we're gonna get the SUV for that. But like for like back and forth type travel, for as far as cost efficiency, the Tesla 3 is what we're going with.
Okay. Uh, that's like at the bottom of the list as far as the annual premium, like upkeep.
Right.
Yeah,
Tesla Model 3 is sitting at like 1855. The Tesla Model, you said X?
We like the X because we have a large family.
Right.
yeah.
And that's the bigger one.
Right.
We like the X.
Hey
The
man,
X the
hey,
X is sitting at about 20, the X is
oh,
sitting at about 2800 to 2900 an annual premium.
Right. And I'm gonna tell you right now, the way we look at it is like this. So we have the Q5, and I'll between the Q5 and the A6, the monthly payments on those things, like we'll still be doing better with that Model X than we are now with the two Audis.
Yeah.
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 Now we just getting Model 3 because in my household, fuck them kids.
So you ain't got no grandkids yet. Oh yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do. You
Uh-huh.
can't say fuck them kids. You got grandkids. Why be fish keep disappearing? You got them kids coming in.
The kids in the background.
He didn't mean
Uh,
it. I love y'all. You know what I'm
Look, I don't know what he talking about. I don't know what he talking about.
saying? We can get whatever car y'all want. Like, no, sorry. Man, right,
Hey,
like, dude, like, okay. Who hurt you, man? Show us where he
hey,
hurt you. Like, it's
oh man, love the
like,
kid. JB love the kid.
he don't. He said
No, he don't. Yeah, he say it all the time.
a lot.
Hey man, don't put my business in the streets like that.
You just did out loud on
Hey,
the
hey
podcast, right?
man, look here.
You in the world wide
They
web.
talking about you in Twitch right now. It's your
Oh man,
fault.
yeah.
Yeah, I really like. I like those. I like those, man. But it's like it's something about that electric Hummer that I like, man. But I know
Yeah,
they are like astronomical as far as price right now. But I
yes.
also like that Porsche Taycan too.
Okay, that's
But
nice.
Yeah.
beautiful. But it's like
You know what else is nice? The was it? Is the Mustang?
you liked it, that Mustang Mach-E?
No, you know what? No, I like how it looks, but when the stats on it, it don't add up.
See,
It
that's
It
does
my
not
doesn't.
add up.
Yeah.
my
Huh?
thing is like I don't trust a gas manufacturer to be a perfectionist.
Oh, so you want like
Tesla's been making electric vehicles for a long
well,
time.
what actually sealed the deal for me was their network. As far as like, so you can literally travel to California if you wanted to, because their network, a lot they're strategically placing them to where you can be able to get from here. Like I forgot how many facilities. I think they got over 1,000 facilities
You
in
just
the
have
United
to
States.
follow that map that they have.
Yeah, they have a map that tells you. So
Now, how far does that map take you out of like of a scenic route versus a straight shot to where you want to go?
uh, I know
Have
they're
you mapped out your most frequent, like say your most
yes.
frequent city, like say Arkansas or whatever, like you map that out and you feel like
No,
you can make it there?
I mapped out when I went to Amarillo, West Texas, to pick my son up. I kind of did it as a test, and sure enough, they had two Tesla stations from here to there, and from here to there, it was a 6 hour drive, and for that Type 3 long distance edition, you get 372 miles
Oh
per
my
per,
god.
per charge. So,
And
but
I
that
think they don't they fully charge in like 20 30 minutes.
nah, well,
I
about
know that new
40.
Chevrolet truck is supposed to fully charge in like
Yeah,
25 minutes.
they got quick charge now, but so basically,
Yeah.
if you got a charge, be they're normally a place where you can eat. But basically, when you're charging, that's the time for the family. Y'all gonna have to stop and eat at that point, because it ain't
Right.
a couple of minutes ago. It's gonna be about 30, 40. But they got the quick charge now. But normally
And the
about 30, 40
superchargers.
minutes.
Go pull
Right.
up the map real quick. Look at the supercharger map.
Mm.
I just
Oh,
looked it up.
Tesla supercharger. Yeah.
They like, man,
Oh
they've grown
wow.
a lot. They've grown a lot.
Yeah, I just clicked on it now. Oh wow.
Yeah,
Oh, 30,000 stations. Oh
they've grown a
shit.
lot.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. So, how many in Texas?
What's your Taycan, man?
Oh, you like that?
Dude, that mug nasty. Y'all not gonna, like you said, after the kids, you're not gonna get the Tesla Model S, the Plaid S.
The Plaid S.
I think
Oh
the
no,
Plaid
that,
is their newest one. That's
no,
like
that.
that must like 0 to 60 in like 1.9 seconds. It's
Oh,
1.3,
it's nice,
something like
but
that.
like,
Yeah.
but you know me, cost like it's to me what I'm trying. It's not worth the price because it costs more than that Model X.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, I just
So would you consider buying an electric vehicle used, or would you want to build it like brand new?
I wouldn't mind getting it used, but the problem now is it's cheaper to get used. I mean, it's cheaper to get new than it is used. Like
Even with the Teslas?
yes, I was pricing used at first, and so I went and built one myself, and I saved $2,000 by building a new one to get an old one. Saved
Or
$2,000.
3?
Yeah.
Dang.
So
But have you factored in like full coverage insurance? Have you you got to check into that?
no, in fact, I've heard the insurance on electric vehicles are more pricier because the components cost a lot more. But I'm all thinking about gas price. That's pretty much, and then it doesn't recall all them fluids. Like if you think about how much you got to change your oil and all the oil stuff you got to change, all those typical things you ain't got to really deal with. So that
Now what
60,
about go ahead.
I don't know.
That's
I was
16
just
what?
I was saying that $60 or $80 oil change that you have to get every other month. That's null and void.
Okay.
So
Now what about the so because I'm looking at the Model 3 right here. They got the Model 3, they got the Model 3 long range and the Model 3 performance.
yes,
So are there any government subsidies right now that help you get an electric vehicle? That might take
uh,
something off the price?
actually, you can when you file your taxes.
Taxes, yeah.
Oh my gosh, you get a huge. And actually that's why when I was thinking about getting the solar power, he said, "Hey man, that or get the solar panels or EV vehicle." He said, "Man, you save damn near $10,000 on taxes."
Dang.
So
That's another reason for us.
yeah,
Randy
that's where you really eat it at. I mean,
Is
not
that
eat it,
just
but
that? Is that just that next year or after that? You get to claim it every year
uh,
or the year you bought it. Kind of at one point in time, like okay, say for instance, they had someone going around here trying to get people to get storm shelters, and if you chose to get one, the the ones that are dug into the ground, they would give them to you for free, but you had to like go through some government program in order to get it, and you had to live in certain areas, but they would cover the cost of it. And like when you speak on the solar panel, and they were doing that too, but they were also doing that where they put that liner inside your attic when they spray that silver looking stuff. I forgot what it's called,
yeah, I
but yeah,
remember that,
they were giving that as a subsidy too.
yeah. Oh, okay.
Gonna be trying to save energy, and we might as well do it all the way around because that might help society with some of these expenditures that we have that get us these extra things that we like, and we can cut some. If we can cut some corners somewhere, man, maybe we, what I'm saying, maybe we can go get ice cream every now and then, you know what I'm
I
saying?
agree.
Mr. Versace said, I don't need to cut expenses.
Yo, yeah,
I'm Mr. Versace.
That's how I can get the Versace by credit.
Like,
So I don't need it. I don't
hey,
need it.
man, you better figure it out. Like,
I'm too smooth.
then y'all got me on this Tesla website, and I ain't never been on this website.
Yo, hold on. This is what I was told. I was told by a homeboy. He said, go to the actual Tesla dealership. Sit him. He said, they don't even. He said they don't even like approach you. It's not like, here's some keys. Let me know when you're done, and just leave you alone. He said you can drive off the line. He said he left with one, came back the next day, and he said, dude, I had to get one. I said, what do you mean? He said, dude, I just had to. He said they don't pressure him at all. He said he showed up to a lot. He said normally he like to go like after hours because you know how it is going to the dealership. They hound you. He said he went up there sneaking around. He said nobody came talk to him. He said, "You want to take one?" That's how the conversation. He said, "Do you want to take one?" So he took it.
I think I'm gonna go to Porsche and see what happens.
Like, I'm sorry, sir.
He typed this in.
I'm sorry, sir.
Who let you in the store? Damn.
Yo,
That'll be jacked up, bro.
you are not supposed to be here.
You see my feet shuffling right now when they're dragging me out. You're like, oh shit. Dog, I'm gonna try it though, cause you said it.
Hey man,
Make sure you go live with it.
Yeah, go live. Yeah, make sure
Y'all want to see my phone go face down and slide across the floor.
like,
Then you hear me in the background. This some bullshit.
nah.
Damn. Okay, I think they dope, man. But it's like that's kind of like a commitment. But you saying it wouldn't be your primary car though. It would be just one hub. Yeah, for you and Jay.
Yeah, for me, it would be my get around town car. Like I would still have my truck, still have my SUV, but this car is gonna be my primary rider. But like my truck, I would just park that and maybe drive it once a week. My SUV, I park that and drive it once. Like this will be like run to the store, go get that, so I never have to worry about getting gas. I can just here and there. But if I was traveling, yeah, it's my local car. So if I was actually traveling, I've been saved up weeks of doing anything. So yeah, I can fill up the SUV and take a big family trip, but. Here around town, because most of the time I'm not going to have everyone's not traveling with me. Yeah, we got a big family, but for the most part, running there and there, they're really not with me. So now it's just going to be one of. I don't plan on changing the whole parking lot to Teslas.
So and somebody said, Mr. Versace, what do you think about that Audi e-tron? You don't like that? Isn't that similar to what you have now?
It is similar to what I have now, but the price point.
Yeah.
No.
Because right now they are stupid, like when I'm looking at it, but if it was right, the starting price is around 65.
Yeah, basically.
But when you're looking at like the 2022, no, that's the Audi RS. They got an e-tron on here for 64.
64, look how small it is.
The Audi e-tron? It's an SUV.
I know, but look, it's the size of the Q3.
Well, they're comparing. I can see that, but they were on here on the electric vehicle page. They're comparing it to the Q4. No, they're actually comparing it to the Q5.
The size wise?
Well, as far as electrical versus combustion, the electric premium increase on it.
But look at the size, the capacity on the inside.
Oh, you like the size?
Yeah, they say
size matters.
Yeah,
it's not.
I know it does.
JR started it.
I know it does.
JR started it.
Hey, I just started.
Hey, now while you looking that up, you talking about maintenance?
Yeah.
Man, you talking about a Porsche?
Yeah.
How much oil changes on a Porsche?
Oh man, that ain't an oil change though. It's electric.
Oh, you talking about electric Porsche?
Oh,
Taycan is electric.
Oh, okay. Well, how much is an electric Porsche?
Exactly.
A house.
Exactly. Yeah. You better go get you a starter home. You don't go buy him a starter home.
Get you an investment property.
You can sell some around here. Put this shit on the chopping block.
Like, I'm sorry, you got
now,
to go.
hey,
Someone's got to go.
Where my kids at? How much? Never mind. Like that dude say on the internet, I'm gonna have to give me an OnlyFans page, start showing off my feet. You know what I'm saying? Might do something. I think that mug is running like 187,000 or something for that portion.
No, sir.
He said no, sir. A
plane.
Nah, they start at 153, man.
No, sir.
Oh man. 670 horsepower though.
I don't care how much horses they have. They better come with 600.
You know what? Hey, I'm getting me an airplane for that. Seriously, I'm gonna buy me a Cessna 172.
Hey, it ain't the same, man.
I can fly.
You can fly that too. The way gas prices are, you
gonna be here. You better be Right. He gonna just push it out and push it back in. Do a fight check, then put it back up. Right. Hey, Instagram. That's it. You gonna be like this. Oh yeah. Then put it back up.
All right, we done. Hey man, you can get a used Cessna for like 182. I'm looking right at 182.
Hey man, but it ain't the same, bro.
Like,
I mean, I get it. I would land my plane. You know what? It's funny because we talk about that. There's a few communities around here that's not too far from me that are like aviary communities, and these people have hangars like near their house with a runway down the middle of their neighborhood, and they all have single engine planes that they land and they go to they drive every day.
At the school that I used to coach at, the neighborhood, the houses and hangars are built like into one. Like it's like a garage. They have a regular garage, and then but it's all then connected to the house. But each driveway comes out to the runway. They can take off from there.
Right. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, they like that too. Yeah, I think that's neat. But what about the rest of the investment, like paying for your flight lessons and all that? And then do you trust yourself, like every day, the weather and all? I don't know, man. Like the birds and just
bird strike. I guess it'd be like anything, like learning to ride a bike or motorcycle or something like that. I don't know. It's not
okay.
It's because even like let's just for instance, let's say if you were flying and like the margin for error is a lot wider than driving a car. You can doze off and
I can see that
and drift off damn near 50 feet off your path. Probably not gonna hit nothing. And then you have your TCAS system to alarm you running the aircraft. So
yeah, but see also too, the weather can affect you when you're up that high too.
Well, for the most part, if you're flying,
I guess you won't never hit that altitude. Yeah,
exactly. You're flying VFR at that point. You flying 1,500 feet, and if it's cloudy, if you're not filing for an IFR clearance to talk to an air traffic controller, you gonna keep your butt at the house.
Man, YOLO, man, just get both. Get you a plane and a Porsche. PP, get you a PP long, PP with triple P long. You get both. Yeah, get you a plane, a Porsche, and go to prison.
Don't call me. Don't call me. I'm not accepting no calls.
I'm gonna see if you can co-sign.
I'm not accepting no calls.
I need you to co-sign on a loan.
Huh?
I need you to co-sign on a loan.
I just retired from my job, bro. I don't even work no more.
My credit is horrible. I can't co-sign for nothing.
Yeah, for real. Don't even call me.
They gonna
say they're gonna make us both pay.
Hold on, you know Brandon? Hold on, you know Jared? Hold on, hey, yeah, go ahead and give him a call real quick. Jared, we know you there. God damn it. Man, I ain't answering these phones.
You ain't finna get me arrested, bro. They be like, you go on a trip. You pull up
the clock all over again.
Did we forget we was on the show?
Yeah, we did, because we done went past the time.
What have we even talked about besides the electric vehicles?
Man,
we've been talking about those for a minute though, but I mean, people are into those right now because everybody trying to figure out a way to save some money on this gas, man.
That's true.
And it's like, I know you spoke about. Speaking of that, I was watching a video on Facebook a while ago where her lady was saying she had just filled up with gas, and then she took it to the shop. Well, no, she called the shop. They came and got it because she got it to crank it. It wouldn't crank. It was out of gas. They lifted up on the thing. Somebody had drilled a hole in their gas tank and took all her gas, man.
Yeah, I seen that one.
Right.
I seen that one, yeah.
And it's hard out here, man. So I don't know. We might be on to something. Maybe we should build an electric car.
Oh, black owned.
We probably wouldn't get no funding.
No, you're not.
But no, it's funny that you said that without even you knowing. We came back full circle. So the very beginning of the show, we usually like to do for the good of the order, and he brought up a tidbit about the first black-owned automobile company because we didn't think there was one existed. It was, and it lasted for a while, and that's how the conversation started. And then you just bringing it up just kind of brings it back full circle.
Right, cause I mean, even with that being said, that for a minute when Chrysler got back popular, remember it wasn't black owned, but I believe they did have a black lead engineer or designer on that project that brought out that Chrysler 300, and that spurned a lot of stuff from that point forward, And then they it's been hit or miss between them. But so would you rather have the black owned company or would you rather them just keep putting designers in? Because technically they own their ideas.
I want the black owned company.
You want the company?
Yeah.
But how
yeah.
sustainable is the company though?
If
Because of the
we
people.
if we do what we're supposed to do, it'd be very sustainable. His company lasted. How long was it?
Up to the time it competed with the Model T. I think it was 20 years. It competed with the Model
What
T.
was the car?
They didn't name the car. The company was it was
Mm.
owned by Richard Patterson and Charles Patterson. But what wound up happening is that they stopped selling cars and started selling buses. And I told JR, my theory is that because he was competing with the Model T, that Henry Ford and the boys convinced him that he had two options. Stop
Okay.
making cars.
Just let it be known this is your theory. Like,
It's my theory.
Oh,
It's my
okay.
theory. Now, I believe they came across and say, look, you got two options here. You can go peacefully and stop making these cars, or we can stop you from making these cars.
Right.
Because what they did was they want to turn over the buses. So why would you, if I have a successful business that's competing with the Model T, doing well, why would I just all of a sudden change my model and go, I'm gonna make buses now? You know what I'm saying? Like back in that time, I think he was told to do that. That's just my theory.
Right. Because apparently they were in business for 74 years.
Yeah.
Dang, they closed their man, like
So we said it'd be nice to go find one of these original cars that they built.
Yeah.
it would have to be in a museum somewhere. And it would
Yeah.
probably be under a name that we wouldn't be, it would be unassuming,
Right.
in order for us to figure out that that's the car.
Yeah.
Because it looks like it may be one in the Zimmerman Automobile Driving Museum.
Where the hell's that at?
Good question. I'm actually looking at it right now. I'm looking at contact info. That is in El Segundo, California.
Oh wow.
They have a write up on him for Black History Month. It was at Charles Richard Patterson.
Mm-hmm.
He was born in Virginia on a Virginia plantation. He escaped to Greenfield, Ohio. Come full circle. He became prominent, respected citizen of his town, sole proprietor of C.R. Patterson and Sons, which became the only African American owned and operated automobile company.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like the financial effects of the stock market crash of 1929 and the Great Depression may have caused them to struggle, is what they're saying on here. But the company, now run by sons of Frederick Patterson, continued business and truck bodies to fit on other manufacturers' chassis. But that was in 1939. They closed their doors after 74 years in business. So you tell me they didn't profit at all in 74 years to where they could. I know what you said. I heard what you said. But I'm trying to think beyond the theory. I'm trying to think, like, because I know it's naive of me, but it's hard for me to believe that everything that we grab onto that becomes successful gets shut down in some way. Because I say that because it may have been a get down and lay down type of situation, but we've had some where people have built stuff just to sell it. I don't think they did, because you don't call, including FUBU, Bleed, BET, all that. Dudes, once they got to their money point and felt like they could make more, they sold it.
Yeah.
And they were ready to.
They never sold it.
They didn't sell FUBU?
No, I'm talking about Patterson.
Well, they closed their doors, but I mean, something happened. Well, like, where's the?
Because
I want to see the prototype. Do they have like the paperwork somewhere, like the patents and all that kind of stuff? Like,
well, I just found it today because something just came across. Because I heard because I worked at the Ford plant in Virginia. So
okay.
The old heads in the plant educated us about the black automobile industry.
Right.
So it just came across my mind today. So that's what made me looking back up again.
Okay.
But I haven't really dug deep, that deep. Because
Right.
old heads used to tell us, like, when I was at the Ford plant, it's like being at the GM plant here. It was like hitting the lottery. And the whole old heads would tell us, look, invest your money, invest your money, invest your money. And we like, man, what you talking about, man? We good. We making $2,500 every week. We good.
Yeah.
But sure enough, the plant got shut down. But those old heads had already set themselves up because of the stuff that they've been through, and they knew about stuff like this.
Right.
So I think that if we dig some more, we'll find out a lot more information on a couple of Black-owned businesses from back in the day. The only ones to me that have survived are the ones that cater to us and us only, like your BB hair products, anything dealing with relaxers, hair promenades, anything like that, where it didn't affect them, sustained.
But some of those, a lot of these black hair companies or products that you see on the shelf are not owned by Black people.
Not owned by Black people, no.
Right.
They were sold off.
True story.
Yeah, they were sold off. I think the one is the Dudley brothers and B&B. They always do that hair show in Atlanta.
Yeah. Oh, they sold their stuff? Okay.
I think they're still Black owned. B&B.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they're the only ones. I think everybody like Royal Crown and Blue Magic. All that. I think those are all white owned now.
Okay.
Gentlemen, time now is 10:20. I'm going to end the stream and continue to talk, but I'm on vacay. So,
Oh boy, you so weak. I mean, I saw he kept looking around. He was like, "Yeah, he got to go." My bad.
yeah, is that the?
He got to say goodbye on the stream. He got to
Oh,
do his thing, man.
Hold on. Defense, you got anything for the good of the order?
I don't, man. June 13th.
June
That's all I
13th.
was just June 13th.
If you don't want to do it all in the videos, come be joined. All right, go ahead, Phil. Close it out. Yo, go ahead, close it out, man.
Should have never gave you niggas money, man.
Thank y'all for coming. God bless. Good night.
All right.